Hello and welcome to Everywoman. This week on the programme, some of your favourites. The first female paramedics in Qatar. What's been the reaction? Writer Angelika tells us why she had to leave Israel and return to her native Germany. And we meet the new pioneers of South Africa's wine industry, pushing the boundaries in the vineyards. But first, Sabah in northern Borneo is Malaysia's second largest state and an area where traditional customs hold sway. One of these is Sogit, a system of fines used to resolve different types of offences. And that includes the crime of rape. So if a man is found guilty, for example, he's expected to compensate his victim with some money and perhaps 3 pigs. Not surprisingly, Sogit has been condemned by women's groups for not being harsh enough. Yet many villagers continue to use the system. Our reporter Julin met one woman who was raped by her employer and sought justice the Sogit way.
Saya rasa takut, saya menangis sudah di situ.
I was scared. I just cried.
Dia masuk sudah dengan saya kan.
He has come in and he wanted. He tried. He forced himself on me. I tried to fight, but I couldn't. My body was so weak.
Selepas itu kan dia bahasa macam tu. Saya mau melawan sama dia tapi tidak percaya.
24-year-old Melati, a native of Sabah, Malaysia, was sexually assaulted by the manager of the palm oil estate where she worked. She agreed to be interviewed on condition that her identity is not revealed. For the Kadazan Dusun, rape is a dishonor to the family and a breach of the native customary laws. The offender is required to pay a blood penalty in the form of livestock or the equivalent in cash. This penalty is called Sogit.
According to our customs, it is 1 buffalo, 7 pigs, and 7 chickens. The whole village will be affected. Plants and fruits will not grow. But if he gives Sogit to the whole village, everything will grow and flourish.
Dia akan jadilah, semua jadi.
About 10 hours drive from the village is Kota Kinabalu, the capital of Sabah. Here, Mary Lee, head of the Women Action Resource Center, is campaigning to have all cases referred to the criminal court, where jail sentences await rapists. She is quick to point out that native courts make no distinction between rape and sexual impropriety.
It is our position that the native courts have no jurisdiction to try offences of rape, which is a specific crime within the penal code.
But District Chief Yahya Ahmad says that the native court still has a role to play in rape cases.
We act as an advisor to the native people. If they say, well, it's good enough for this case to be heard in the native court, yes, we try and we hear that.
He admits the appeal of the native courts is often its affordability.
They have to pay $2, per case to file. That's all. Whereas if they go to the civil court, they have to pay more.
However, for girls like Melati, that justice comes with a price. There is no word for rape in the Kadazan Dusun language. It continues to be referred to native courts as sexual misdemeanor. Priscilla Ruth Marcus, a Kadazan Dusun activist, defends the use of Sogit, saying that Sogit is not punitive but reconciliatory.
If you say Sogit, the inference is there was something that became hot or something caused something to be heated up. So there need to be a cooling down. It symbolizes the willingness of the wrongdoer to be forgiven.
However, Melati does not feel she can forgive.
I cannot forgive him because of what he did to me. If he had done it to someone who can afford it, he would have been punished because there is evidence to prove it. I asked for compensation to cover my lost dignity, but I can never get back my dignity.
the battle between traditional customs and the law there. Now, when the Red Crescent Society recommended that women should be allowed to become paramedics, Qatar was one of the first countries in the Gulf to take the lead. So, 1 year on, how successful has the move been? Everywoman was given exclusive access to the 999 ladies of Hamad Hospital here in Doha.
It took a while for the men to become comfortable with having women in the ambulance. It took the women a little bit to find themselves in the role, but they've gone on to succeed enormously. We have women who drive, we have women who teach, we have a female supervisor, which is ironically Kalthum, the very first paramedic. And she has a strong personality and is able to do the job effectively. So we thought we'd give her the chance to see if it was possible. Would the men accept? Would Kalthum be able to do it? And sure enough.
Okay, right help and be available as soon as possible.
Calling medic 322.
Receive, responding.
Calling medic 322, how do you read me over? Medic 322, respond to Abu Bakr Siddiq Trauma Center.
Medic 332, go ahead.
One child, 12 years old, case of falling from the stairs. Patient having head injury, respond priority 1. Proceed.
Correct, 332, responding right now, over. Guys, we have a call, number 1. Are you okay? Yes, ready.
Well, she's driving now since I think 2-3 years, I'm not mistaken. صح? At the beginning, I wouldn't trust a lady to drive the ambulance while I will be sitting next to her. Because she was new in driving the ambulances and a lady. So that's how the man feels about that. But with the time, she improved her skills of driving. So now we treat her the same like the men.
Where is the patient? In Abu Bakr Siddiq Health Center.
The culture of the Gulf has certain people preferring to be treated by women. So we thought to address it by providing female staff.
When you assist and delivery case for female, yani birth delivery, it is a special case, and you manage one female case, and with delivery with baby in your hands, and you see crying a baby, it is a very good thing. Yani there is someone which is birth on your hands.
When they asked me to be supervisor, I was shocked for 2 reasons. Because, you know, lady, it is not easy to work with masculine environment. We have more than 300 staff, male staff, in front of 10 or 11 ladies. They are not accepting this easily. I fight a little bit to show that finally they accept that lady supervisor. Work is work. We should check for everything, starting from their uniform, from their paying, and supervising how the quality and how they are working.
But vital signs are okay.
I think the women here have shown that it is possible to maintain the aspects of the culture, and still be good Muslim women, but yet embrace a fuller role within society. And I'm actually proud of the men for allowing them to do that. And it was a change, it was different. People were unsure at first, but the women are part of the team now.
At the beginning, when Madame Fathia, she started driving, most of the staff in the communication, they had, you know, doubt about if she can make it. And if there's any call, and Fathia she's the one who's responding, oh my God, the patient is gonna die. That's what they think. You know, because they're not familiar with ladies driving. But honestly, I believe she's one of the best drivers we have here. Best than many men drivers.
Really, for me, I got a very nice experience. All my partners was afraid about me. I mean, they think that maybe if I will go to scene, I may be injured or something. So they asked me, no, stay in the ambulance. We will bring the patient. Don't touch anything, no problem. Don't lift with us.
Since I am the one who's receiving the patient at TNE, I can confirm to you that the man will kill me. Okay. That the lady are doing best job on this situation. Cardiac arrest, head injury, trauma case, they are the leaders here.
I agree that the women can be more calm than the men. It's because of the women's nature. They are very calm and they can stand stress more than the men. We get excited, we get angry, we get involved in the action very quickly, and sometimes we lose control. The ladies know because they have cold blood, you know.
You know, practice makes perfect.
Usually we count to 10 before we start doing anything. They count to 100. That's why. But it's not because of the experience.
The first female paramedics here in Qatar doing a terrific job. Now, after the break, we find out how South Africa's first woman wine grower got her big chance. Join us after this.